Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Danny Shay here, coming to you from the central coast of California. It's chilly and cold. I was up in Calistoga for a couple of days. We were out camping, favorite thing to do, and it was sunny, it was hot, it was warm, it felt so good. And one of the cool things about Calistoga, it's in the middle of wine country, Napa and Sonoma. And not that I don't like wine that much. I mean, I'll have a glass, but I'm not a real connoisseur of vino. I had a little thing where I lost my taste buds, and so they're still not like really good. So if I go out to a fancy dinner with a fancy bottle of wine, you're just wasting it. Just give me something put in my belly and I'm okay, because I really can't taste a lot of subtleties in the food. Interesting, right? Very depressing sometimes. So, but Calistoga has one of 3 geysers that go off on a regular basis. Yellowstone, Calistoga, and there's one more I can't remember. Anyway, so it was really great out there. No news, wasn't listening to any. I was in heaven. And then I listened to a little news on the way back. Heaven faded. What? Yeah, so some of the things I want to look at. The defense rested in the New York case, and so the jury's got this huge amount of time off. So I want to look at that. I want to look at the England, UK is having elections. And they go, Rishi Sunak announced he was having elections. And they go, do they not have these set? No, they don't. They have to do them within a 5-year period. And the prime minister says when they're going to do them. So they're going to have them in June. I go, in June of next year? No, like next month. That's what we should do. This election cycle is just way too long. It's, I'm so sick of it. But, sick of it or not, we have to get out and vote. We have to change the Supreme Court. Another flag. I hear John Prine in my head a lot, and remember that one of the songs that he said was, your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. And he wrote that song because when he was a postman, he would deliver Reader's Digests in people's mailboxes. And Reader's Digest, somebody stuck flag decals in there so you could be patriotic. And they kept falling out. And so he wrote this song, your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. So Justice Alito, flew a religious flag up in his vacation home. So we got to get these knuckleheads accountable. Yes, I called the Supreme Court knuckleheads. All right, what else I want to read on? Graceland's in the news. Well, we'll look at that a little bit. Nikkie Haley and Spain, Norway, and Ireland. They announced that they recognized Palestine. Does it matter? Let's just look at that real quick. And does it matter? The U.S. thinks that they've got a hold on negotiations. They're in control. They have a big voice. But now you have Spain, Norway, and Ireland just coming up and saying, we recognize Palestine. Let's just take a look, see if I can get a read on is that really important? Nothing, I mean, they're not. On the face of it, it says, no, it's not. It's not going to change anything. But Spain, Norway, and Ireland, recognizing Palestine. Does that mean anything? Not Four of Cups. So this is a little lost card to me. And it's also, I mean, it's not that big of a loss, but it's kind of like crying over spilled milk. And they're not looking at an offer. Who's not looking at the offer? I don't think it's Spain. I think it's Israel that is not looking at the offer. I think it's maybe Hamas not looking at an offer. The Palestinian people, I don't know if they can even look at anything. Their whole country has been destroyed. They're just trying to survive. So I'm not sure it's them so much. Two of Cups. Coming together. And this always looks like a medical card to me. In other decks more so than this. But there is a coming together of, and it's cups of emotional things coming together. At the base, it's the Wish card. In the past, as it relates, is the King of Wands. This is bringing forth new information, a new passion, a new, what do I want to say? A new, I'll think of it in a minute. Well, he's a king. He's an old person. He's got a lot of experience. I don't know why I'm drawing blank on that. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune. Fighting windmills. Okay, so is this a big deal? Well, the Wheel of Fortune is saying yes. It is the only major arcana here. It's at the top of the reading. So I say yes, it is a big deal. However, it's not like it's going to immediately change something, but it is showing a little bit of solidarity that, hey, we've got to do something. And even though they're fighting windmills on this, I think it is going to help bring about a completion, an ending. Let's just keep going. Let's just drag a little more. Let me clean up my table too. Let's do this kind of quick. Internal position. The Death card. You can read this so many different ways when they're talking about Palestinian people. They can't do anything because they're just trying to survive. This is a new beginning card, but this is the inside, the internal. The external. Oof, oof. This deck has the worst Nine of Swords. Yikes. They're trying to figure out a way to stop the death, the bloodshed. And this is something that they can do. Let's come together and do something. Something, anything. Hopes and fears. The Two of Wands. This is coming together with, this is using this King of Wands energy, but it's a young energy coming together. We have two choices. We can continue on with this, which doesn't really do anything, or we can end it with the 10. The final outcome, the higher order of things. Nice. Nice. Is this important? Yes. Two top cards we have the 10 and the 5 major arcanas. Internally, we have a major arcana with the Death card. We have a new beginning with the Knave of Pentacles, and it's a new balance. She's holding the balance in her hands. And we have Justice. Yes, this small step that they took is hugely important. Hugely important to solving, to getting out of, to moving from the transition period of death to new beginnings. So, yay. Yay, yay, yay. All right, Spain, Norway, and Ireland. Good on you guys. Nikkie Haley. So she was the holdout, and she goes, you know, she flip-flops all the time. Flippity-flop. And she was saying that she was never going to vote for Trump. Did she say never? I think she did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And when I get in my car, I hear that she's going to be voting for Trump because Biden is a catastrophe. And I immediately thought of, give me some more. Why is he a catastrophic president? Because I know some people think he is, but I think it's just talking points. I think he's one of the greatest presidents. He's got that age thing he's got to get over. But even beyond that, I mean, talking age thing, got to get over. All right. That was a squirrel moment. What policies are catastrophic? If you pull away from the news, what are his policies that are catastrophic? He's bringing inflation under control, and a lot of times when people talk about inflation and how it's going crazy, they forget what caused the inflation. The pandemic, the past administration and current administration giving out tons of money for COVID relief. So it's just not Biden, it's the Trump administration and Biden administration. It's the supply chain really shrinking, and now it's building back up again. So there's a lot of things that go on with inflation that people think, oh, it's just the cost of oil. It's not. Personally, I think it's corporate greed has the majority of blame with inflation, but that's for another time. What else has he done? So she was saying that her priorities as a voter, okay, so this is what she's looking for in a president. She goes, and Trump wasn't good on a lot of these stuff. Hello, he wasn't good at any of this stuff. Supporting a president who would back America's allies. Who backs America's allies? Just throw that out there. And hold its enemies accountable. I don't know what that means. To me, that sounds like let's start another war. I don't know. Did I tell you this is for entertainment only? Yikes. All right. The other thing she said, she gave 6. Secure the border. Who stopped the border bill? Trump. Okay. Because Biden really gave up a lot of what to conservatives and really took away from the progressive idea of what we should do with the border. So he really gave a lot in that. And anyway, nonetheless, what else? Secure the border. Support capitalism and freedom. Support capitalism. Didn't I just say that corporate greed is my opinion of a lot of the inflation? So, okay, and freedom. She's a woman, right? Nikki Haley? How's that working out for women these days? Their freedoms, supporting freedom. Okay, and then there's one more. Oh, and then who would lower the national debt? Didn't Trump's tax plan raise the national debt? My little rant is over. Let's look at Nikki Haley's followers. Unbelievable. I don't know. I was going to say something really rude. I was going to say something really rude. I was going to say it again. Nikki Haley's followers. There are people who are Republicans who don't want this type of thinking. Okay. She's got more secrets coming out. Queen of Cups. This is an interesting card for me when I think of Nikki Haley. She's the calm one. She's the rational Republican. But look at the secret she's got in that cup. Looking overseas. Did she get paid? Why did she flip now? Did she get paid? Nikki Haley's supporters. Wow. A lot of twos, a lot of low cards. What's going on? Oh. What is going on with... Final outcome. What is going on? We may not know yet. There's a lot of secrets, a lot of fighting. All right. I'm not going to go too much into this, I don't think, because are they going to flip? Are they going to go over to Trump? And maybe that's the question. This secret card is the High Priestess. It kind of says the whole thing. They're fighting between themselves. Some are listening to something coming out of an unexpected source. There's news that's going to pop up. And I don't think it's about Nikki Haley, though. In the potential near future, you've got this card. They're looking at the truth, and it's the sword of truth. I'm thinking this is Trump's trial. Internally, they're left out in the cold. They don't know which way they're going yet. They're looking, they're pondering, they're going, where do we go with this? What do we do? We're juggling things. So, they haven't made their mind up yet, but they're going to get some unexpected news that will shake them up a little bit. Okay, I had to think about where I was going with this. I do want to read on her just real briefly. Why did she flip now? Was it money? Did she get paid? She has a lot of money coming from her donors. She was doing so well in the polls, 15 to 20% in some of these contests that she wasn't involved in anymore. She got on the ballot, people voted for her. So her supporters are feeling kind of left out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles. Why did Nikki Haley, why didn't she stick in to see what's going on with this trial? Why did Nikki Haley announce this now? Why did Nikki Haley announce this now? The Hermit. She was feeling alone. She's trying to shine a, oh, geez. All right, I might have to pause this and take a look at these cards because yikes is all, wow. How many major arcanas can you have before you realize this is an important spread? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 10. Let me pause this and look. Okay. This is what I got. And I threw some more clarifiers. I got another major arcana. So yikes. I think what happened, why she announced this right now, I think that there was some big news that was going to come out. And it wasn't from, I think it was from the Russian camp. We have the Three of Pentacles, which can indicate dark money. I also got the Empress card, which is a lot of times my card for Russia. It feels like they had something on her that was going to come out. A clarifier was the secrets, the secrets that are in the shadows with the High Priestess. Yeah, so let me drop this down and you can see why I was a little confused with this. Why did she come out right now and announce she was voting for Trump? You have the Hermit, you have the Death, you have the Nine of Swords. She was worried about something. She's marinating in this deeply troubling card. Something about the completion, the end of a cycle. She knew it was, she probably knew she wasn't going to be the nominee when Trump gets thrown in jail, if he does. There was a lot of squabbling up at the top of this reading. A lot of people in her ear going, you got to do something, you got to do something. We got the big stick that's coming at you. Internally, it's going to come fast. She hears it, she feels it. It's coming fast. It's coming from some dark place, dark money. The Three of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite. It's all about two people giving the worker bee and the apprentice some plans. And this is where I get the dark money because the plans are to build a cathedral. And, hey, did I miss a card? Ooh, I did. The hopes and fears are strength. Strength card, that she has the strength to do what she should do. And then top of the reading, I got the Empress. Why did she do this? The Empress came to her and said, we're going to make you another offer of something, and it's pretty secretive. All right. So this card made so much more sense in the hopes and fears. This card made a lot more sense in the final outcome. I think there was some big news that was coming, and I think it has Russian ties to it. So, not the red ties that we see so often in Trump's minions. Red tie. All right, let's move on. Graceland. Graceland's in the news. Graceland. So, in case people didn't know, this is kind of interesting, real short one. And maybe not even short. Maybe I'll just give you some news as I understand it. Lisa Marie Presley took out a $3 million, 3.4 something million dollar loan using Graceland as security. Graceland is valued between $300 to $400 million. So she took out 1%. And the person that gave her the loan, the company that gave her the loan, is foreclosing. And they were supposed to foreclose today. Well, Lisa Marie Presley died last year, 2022, maybe, which is a shame, 54 years old. Anyway, she, her granddaughter said, hey, no. This company doesn't even exist. So the judge stopped the foreclosure and said, we need to look into this a little more. The notary on the document, the foreclosure document or the note document said, that's not me. I don't remember this at all. Ay. Let's just pull 6 on Graceland. Hey, Elvis, what? What do you think about Graceland being sold? Not happy. I can tell you that right now. He's not happy. Graceland, what's up? Let's just do 411 on Graceland. 6 cards. Woo! Yeah. Wow, it did cause some worry. Things happened really quickly, and I think it was this Knave of Swords. I think it was the granddaughter that just said, oh, hell no. Got a big-ass attorney that took his sword of truth and said, But she was worried about this. Getting a lot, that 9 of Swords, a lot in here. So, I think it's going to be fine. I'm not going to just read into it too much. They have over 600,000 people, people joining in, visiting that place in a year. So, 3.5 million. I'm going to foreclose on you, as if they couldn't secure another loan if that's what they needed. It's crazy. All right. UK Labour Party, and then I'm going to look at the jury time off. Rishi Sunak, he trails UK Labour versus Conservative Party. Rishi Sunak is the, hang on, I have to double check this. One sec. Okay, got my facts straight. Rishi Sunak, Conservative, and they're going towards the center a little bit here, but he's always been kind of controversial. And the Labour Party is also going a little to the center, and his name is, hang on, Keir Starmer. What kind of name is that? Keir. Kier, never heard of it. Then again, I've never heard of reishi. Well, I've heard of reishi, it's a mushroom. Oh no, we're not going to mushroom land, are we? No, later. All right. So Stammer is up by 20 points. And so he's got a little card that he's giving all the poll workers or the workers going around knocking on doors, and it's 6 priorities, much like what Tony Blair did. And it seems like this guy may win the prime minister spot. So I think people are getting tired of Sunak. They had huge inflation. I think it was 11. And now it's down to 2.3, but still, it's kind of like the U.S., where our inflation was going up, and we brought it down, but people are still talking about inflation. So I'm going to do 3 and 3 and see what we get. And the election is in June, which I love that. Don't have to listen to a lot of yakety yak for very long. All right. Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister. How you feeling? How you feeling mid-June? Actually, when I thought about it, I go, he might be feeling good. I don't know if he likes his position. It's kind of like a relief. Let's look at it this way. Who is going to be Prime Minister after this election in June? Rishi Sunak. A lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. All right. Keir Stammer. You're going to be Prime Minister. Keir Stammer. You're going to be Prime Minister. Ooh. So I got the Lover's card. I got the Tower card. I want to drill down a little bit there. Did Rishi Sunak pull some shady stuff to keep him in office? That's what I'm getting intuitively, that Rishi did that. He's going to say, I'm the slow, steady hand. I am what you need as a country. And there's some woman that's involved that is kind of... So he's got Rishi's got the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. And here he is acting like he's in charge, but he's surrounded by 2 powerful women. The Stammer, it feels like the people like him better, but something happens with that Tower moment. So let me just do a reading on Stammer's Tower moment. What is that about? What is Stammer's Tower moment? What is Stammer's Tower moment? What is Stammer's Tower moment? If he's up by 20 points, what is Stammer's Tower moment? Did I say I'm getting this card a lot? I put it in the middle of the deck to make sure. It's got the... Oh, gosh. There's that queen. Oh, there he is again. Okay. Here, I'm going to drop this down. This says Sunak all over it. He's really worried. It is a big burden for him to go out there and do this, even though he's got his cards with the 6 bullet points. This is how I am going to help the country. And they were bread and butter things. They really easy to understand. I get it. Yes, good. At the base of the reading, he has heartbreak. Behind him is the sword of truth. So he's got the right message internally. It's the star of hope. He has the right message. At the top of the reading, though, you have this Queen of Wands. You have the High Priestess in the final outcome. These are the 2 cards that were bookending this guy's card. Sunak's card is in the potential near future. What is this Tower moment? Something fast is going to happen that's going to end this cycle. It feels like they're going to tie it. It feels like, okay, what I'm getting with this. It feels like he is so far ahead in the polls, and then something happens that is a little underhanded for entertainment purposes only, and it creates a bigger burden, and it ties him up. It embattles him, and this is what this card's going to throw out. Oh, let's do a little, look what he's got. And then they're going to have to make a decision. And it's going to be, which is the lesser of 2 evils. And they're going to go with the Strength card, which I think is, and Russia is going to play into it. And I think they're going to go with what they've been used to. I think. King of Cups, calming energy, riding in as a winner. Oh my God. I'm getting such mixed signals because I go, oh, now maybe it's Sunak that is going to win. That's going to be the calming energy. He's going to be riding in as a winner. And I go, oh man, I'm getting such mixed signals. The last card I pull, 7 of Cups. I'm getting mixed signals. Illusion, delusion. I think that Rishi Sunak is going to create a lot of illusion, delusion, and it's going to get a little ugly, and I think he'll still stay in there. Let's just look one more time. Will he stay in? Yes. One more time. What is going to happen with Keir Starmer? What is going to happen with Keir Starmer? He's walking away. Yep. He's walking away, and Sunak is going to stay in, is what I get. But there's going to be some justice that comes out. Maybe Starmer isn't as clean as we thought. Speaking of not very clean, maybe it is. New York trial. So the defense rested, and the little bits of news that I heard, that last witness, I was getting the impression that he did some damage to Cohen. Oh, you stole from Trump? Oh, so you're a liar and a thief. And I mean, for me, that wouldn't affect my decision in any way, because that the whole organization is based on being a liar and a thief. So, okay. I mean, when we look at any leaders in a company that we're involved in, you look at the moral compass of the leader, that trickles down into the workforce. Same thing with our president. And we look at, you see these, I've got my evangelical relatives who are saying, we don't care if Trump, we want Trump to be the president. We don't want him to be the saint, but you want him to blend. You don't want him to be evil, because it filters down, and we're seeing that. There's so much hate, and people are yelling at each other because Trump yells at everybody in all caps. So, but then I heard the prosecutor's cross-examination of this guy. And this guy is just as slimy and as anybody else in the Trump org. They're only out for themselves. He was going, oh, I'm going to be part of the team. Well, that's what you were accusing Michael Cohen of being, part of the team. You just wanted to be part of the team, part of the AG, the White House, or whatever. That's what this guy wanted. Okay. The jury has till Tuesday. Sure, and I know they're not supposed to talk about the case. They're not supposed to think about it. Their family members aren't going to be talking. So, let's just look at the jury for entertainment only. Ooh, they're happy. They're going to be moving on to calmer waters. Ooh. Ace of Pentacles. This is, when I flip this over, this is Judge Mershon giving them instructions. News from unexpected sources at the base of this. Oof. Getting beat up in the past, but still standing strong. I hope I'm reading this right, that they are doing the right thing by not making their final decision. They have a tough decision. Justice is blind. There's a blindfold on this. There's two ways they can go. The potential near future is strength. Internal, walking away from sorrow. External position, hopes and fears. Ooh. The external position, Ten of Cups. This is like a celebratory card. This is my Democratic card. This is a completion card. Hopes and fears. Please, let us out of this jury room. And the final outcome. We have the Knave of Swords, swinging for the truth. Fighting windmills. Seven of Wands, defending oneself. And then we have the slow-moving Knight. So it still feels like, let's pull on this slow-moving night. Because when I read on the jury before, I got that there was one holdout that was going to be, well, what if this, what if that, and that's this Seven of Wands, defending oneself, but it's also fighting windmills. Why are you fighting? Why are you going with this? Slow moving night. He does get it done. It does get done. What is this Seven of Wands? Slow moving night. Ooh. Queen of Swords. Not reading these. All right. So we got the Queen of Swords. We know what the truth is. We got the Moon card. There's some things creeping up out of the water, and there is no water in this Moon card. There's a wild unknown. There is some things creeping up that it's like, well, we didn't expect that to happen. And then we have the Mother of Cups. Something, let me kind of defend something here. She's got something in that cup that we're not quite sure what it is, but it is going to come out with the Daughter of Cups. And the Daughter of Pentacles is going to bring something forward to light. Ooh. And the Four of Swords. That's a retreat card. So what I'm getting at now, what I'm hearing is that there is going to be somebody that's going, nah, we can't do this, we can't do this. They're going to change their mind, and it's going to end up in retreat, or maybe someone's going to get sick, which is what I thought before, and get the alternate in there. Either way, I think it's going to be successful. All right, all right, all right. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel as you do. Appreciate you all. We'll see you for sure on Sunday, if not Saturday. Peace and love.